Hi everybody, this is Angie from tourangie.com, and today's video is just driving to Charlotte from Johnson Road, Ballentyne area. I'm just getting on the 485 inner loop, and I'm heading towards 77 and heading up towards Charlotte. That's all I'm doing. It's a Saturday. So let's see what we can talk about on this video. As you can see from this exit ramp and heading on down to get on the interstate, you see orange barrels. 485 has been constantly worked on. It started being built like in the late 90s, maybe, or mid 90s. And when they started building it, they realized they started building it with not enough lanes. So they've been expanding lanes and then finally got it to circle the whole area or the whole city of Charlotte. Saturday morning traffic isn't bad. You'll still see some traffic and stuff, but it's not like the typical weekday traffic here through Charlotte. Um, I'm sure somewhere there will be some backups, but nothing too crazy. So this is South Charlotte for people who are not familiar with the area. Pineville is that exit right there, or the exit coming up here. And I don't know what else to tell you really. I'm just driving. The city of Charlotte and the suburbs, because I live in a suburb of Charlotte, has boomed over the past 20 years. Population has went crazy. Charlotte has gotten so much larger. Even you can honestly tell it by the airport, because there has been airport construction every year for the past 12 years that I've lived down here. And the airport just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and things keep happening. They've added, two new, terminals or something. I don't know, an extension on A, and they added E. And now they're still doing remodels on the Charlotte airport. In fact, if you all are flying out of Charlotte right now, give yourself 3 hours. I'm serious. It is a mess. First off, at certain times during the day, they only have one gate open, and that's, for checkpoints A, B, C, D, and E. So there are way too many flights going through this one checkpoint because they're under construction. Things are going crazy. They've put up warnings on it, but people are not followed, not listened to the warnings or heard about them. People are missing their flights. I probably should have been talking about the airport further on up the road, because I think it's exit 5, that off of 77, which we will pass eventually going up this road. But yeah, exit 5 is the way that takes you to the airport. You could stay on 485 and circle around. I tend to do that sometimes to avoid 77. But anyway, back to the whole airport drama. Sometime, I think November, December, they're saying that they will have more terminals open, or more checkpoints opens to go through security and all this stuff to get you through the holiday season. And then they're going to start doing more work in the spring, but it will be finished sometime next year. I'll believe it when I see it, but do give yourself 3 hours. I have known too many people who missed their flight because of all this mess. All right up here, I'm going to be getting in the right lane, and it splits off. You can go 77 North, which is what we're doing, or you can go 77 South, which takes you into South Carolina. The first exit in South Carolina is Carowinds, right there at the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. But we're heading north, and we'll probably see some more traffic because 77 North takes you right through Charlotte. You can access Westinghouse Boulevard if you go 77 South off this exit ramp, like you're heading to South Carolina. And go to Westinghouse Boulevard, which is still in Charlotte. Also, Westinghouse, if you stay on Westinghouse for a little bit, it takes you to my favorite Chinese buffet, which I talk about all the time, Jasmine's. But yeah, we're not heading south. All right, we're now on 77 North, and Arrowwood is this first exit. Like I said, well, all these lanes are merging into 77 North, but right over there was Arrowwood. And now you see the traffic slowdowns that happen here on 77. And this is a typical spot for it. Of course, it's a lot worse during the weeks, but yeah, there's some slowdowns going on right here. The next road is Nations Ford Road, and that has a little bit of history with it. There used to be an old road that went from somewhere in the deep south all the way to Washington, D.C., and it passed through Charlotte area. Nations Ford Road was the name of the road. So that, in turn, is a section of that road. Pretty neat, huh? You can still see sections of the road on the South Carolina side, close to the Eden Springs Greenway area. It's a huge park, but they have some actual, original bricks still laying there, pavers. You can see. So that's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Up ahead. Okay, see it? I'm turning the camera towards it now. Okay. That roadkill, I'm sorry. I know I had to show it. That was an armadillo. I don't know if you could tell it easily from the video, but it's an armadillo. Armadillos are not native to Charlotte, North Carolina. So this is, first off, an odd sighting. Sorry if it grossed you out. But I guess with, the temperatures are changing and whatever, armadillos are moving up into North Carolina. In fact, there's a website that you can go, and you're supposed to go to if you're in North Carolina and you see an armadillo. You go there and report it and post it. Send them an email about it. Let me get that email address and tell you, just in case. Okay, it's not, well, I guess you can go to an email address or a website, but here's the email address: armadillo@ncwildlife.org. Send them an email. Tell them where you've seen the armadillo. If you have a picture of it, attach it with it. They're trying to track it because they're moving on into North Carolina. And there's your random fact of the day that I was not even going to talk about because who would have ever thought that you'd see an armadillo on the side of the road in North Carolina? I've been looking for 12 years for an armadillo. I hated that it was dead, but I have been looking for years because I had heard that they were in the area. I've just never seen one. This is my first sighting, and of course, it was dead. All right, up ahead is Tyvola Road, um, Woodlawn, and oh gosh, I just lost my mind and can't come up with it. It's the preacher, famous preacher, Billy Graham Parkway. That takes you to the airport. Billy Graham Parkway does. There's also, I guess, a Billy Graham museum over there. There's an airport museum, which I highly recommend. I'm going to have to dig out my pictures of that and do a post on that. It's a pretty cool place to go, and they have all kinds of old airplanes. Even the plane that landed in the Hudson River in New York that originated from Charlotte but landed in the Hudson, they brought it back here to Charlotte, and it's at that airport museum. So that's pretty cool to see. It's off of Billy Graham Parkway near the airport. I was just showing you a hotel over there. I think that was something called the Crown, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, these exits here take you to South Park Mall. Really nice neighborhood. A lot of great restaurants. And South Park Mall is a really nice mall, too. Lots of nice hotels. Um, Lots of just beautiful. It's a beautiful area. So definitely check that out when you're down here in the South Charlotte area. And you would take that exit right there. All right. Woodlawn actually cuts off to the right. One of my favorite places to go off of Woodlawn, you take a right off of Woodlawn and then you'll go, I don't know, one or two red lights and then take a left and go up a good bit. Not a good bit, but a couple miles. Less than a couple miles. The Brewers on Yancey, it's like for four breweries in one. It's up that road. You can actually reach it from Woodlawn or exit, I guess it's 7, which is Clanton Road. Also off of Clanton Road, you can go to OMB Brewery. It's a really cool place to go, and there's several breweries. I think there's even a gin distillery up through there. Or maybe it's vodka. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been up there. But OMB is one of my favorite places when I've been up there. They're opening up an OMB over in Ballentyne area. Like right at the beginning of this video before I started, it would have been right over there to the right. So that's cool. All right, here's Clanton Road that I was just talking about. Yeah, that's where you can get to those breweries I like. But anyway, just past Clanton Road. The next exit is the Belk Freeway, and it takes you to basically anywhere and everywhere in Uptown. The freeway has lots of different little exits off of it. Even actually at the beginning of it, you can take a left off of it and go to Wilkerson, which will take you to West Charlotte. But anyway, we're talking about actually downtown. You can go to Bank of America Stadium, Truist Field, all the skyscrapers, the NASCAR Hall of Fame, anything and everything that's uptown you can get to from this Belk Freeway. There are so many little little neighborhoods and gosh, great restaurants over to the right off of this exit ramp. So yeah, this is definitely a place to come and check out. You'll be familiar with this Belk Freeway. Oh, there I go talking about Belk Freeway so much, and I totally forgot about Remount Road. Um, yeah, Remount takes you to well, pretty cool little area, lots of places. It's Charlotte. There are so many places to see and check out, and go places, good places to eat, little neighborhoods and stuff. I very rarely get off on Remount Road. I've just done it a couple of times, but yeah, that's before you get to the Belk Freeway. So I'm just going to name a few amazing restaurants here in the Uptown area. Alexander Michaels, it's in the Fourth Ward. The Cellar at Duckworth's, it's amazing. The Asbury, Five Church, Lofton Cellar. Gosh, there's a Green's Lunch. I've heard it's really good. I haven't been there. Also, another place definitely check out Fourth Ward area. I don't know. It's kind of close to First Ward too. The 7th Street Public Market. Oh, and don't forget one of my favorite bakeries, which there's a few of them here in the Charlotte area. Amelie's French Bakery. There's one of these in this area, and there's a JJ's Red Hots, which are hot dogs. So yeah, these exits up through here. This is the uptown area or the downtown area or whatever. Get to all the high rises and there's some great restaurants down through there. Up here is it's been called NC Music Factory and North. I don't even know what the name of it is now. Uptown Amphitheaters there, the Fillmore. A lot of great concert venues are there. It's off of Graham Street. You would take, um, well, my goodness, the exit right up here to the right, and that one right there. And then you get off on the next exit, which is Graham Street. All right, so basically, this is the end of my video. I'm going to be turning off on Interstate 85 just up here. So my video was here, basically 20 minutes long, showing you how long it takes to get from the Ballentyne area in South Charlotte to basically North Charlotte. This is Angie from tourangie.com. Talk to you later.